We back in here.
Yeah,
it's Friday. Trash talking with the old head.
Let's go.
Let's get at it. Hey, got him in here with my boy Greg. What's happening, bro?
You know what it is, baby. No excuses. Play like a champion on this fine, cold Friday morning.
Cold as hell, bro. Jerry, what it do, bro?
What's happening? Glad to be here.
After freezing your nuts off last night.
Man, Lord, 18 degrees.
18 degrees, bro.
But you know, why play like a champion when you can be a champion? You see it.
And of course, I'm your host, Dante. What's happening? Old heads, we back up in here, bro. Been a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Back in the studio.
Back like we
Back in our makeshift studio.
Hey, and before I forget, Soldier Boy.
Soldier
still
Boy,
rocking
tell
with
him.
us. Securing the set as usual.
Soldier Boy, tell him.
As usual, he's securing the set as always.
With that ugly ass, what he got on? What he holding? What is he holding right now,
Wait a
man?
minute, man. You know what it is. Bang, bang, bitch.
Too much bang,
bitch. You
man.
already know what it is, bro. Bang, bang everywhere in this bitch.
Bunch of ass bang is what I see.
Bang everywhere in this
Cowboy
bitch.
Nation, stand up, baby.
Oh, let's see. We'll get to them motherfuckers in a minute. We'll get to them in a minute. Hey, but we got a lot to get to. But before we get to any of it, do not forget, hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube, man. Trash talking with the old heads. You also can find us on what else? Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook.
Anywhere you get your podcast. Spotify.
We got to put the Spotify back on, baby.
It'll be back though. It'll be back. Trash talking with the old heads. Do not forget. Please give us a like and subscribe. And for those that already have, we appreciate it.
Absolutely, we appreciate the support. We want to keep growing the channel. We want to keep growing the viewership. We want to keep growing the followers. We want to keep growing the commentary. We say a lot of volatile stuff. I ain't gonna curse today. I promised the Rev that I would.
He working on it.
I'm working on myself.
He's working on himself. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes these fellas drive me insane, and I had to let the beast out.
Yeah,
so,
it's our fault. Yeah, you're right. He's working on himself, but it's our fault.
It's our fault.
What it is. We say what we want to say, man. We old heads, trash talking with the old heads, but man, we got new perspectives though on some shit. You know what I'm saying? We working on ourselves. I ain't there with the cursing yet, G. It is what it is. I get there when I get there. But man, we got to start with the NBA All-Star game, bro. So, new format. Let's
get into it. Let's get into it.
The whole 4-team format and that whole deal. You know what I'm saying? But who's to blame for the farce that the NBA All-Star game has become, bro? Who's to blame, and can it be salvaged at this point?
Well, I mean, we heard a lot of commentary from the talking heads, national talking heads this week. Blaming the players, blaming the mentality of what they're bringing to All-Star Weekend. Of course, it's the players' fault. I mean, you can't look at it anyway. I mean, it's no doubt.
No other way to look at it.
It's no doubt it's the players' fault. They, for whatever reason, the game has morphed into Goof Ball. Now, here's what I would have to say. We said something about the format. Of course, the format has some tweaking they could do to make it better, but it did drive more competitive spirit in this version of the All-Star game. Would I like to see they continue that format? Not necessarily, especially with the rising stars being involved in it. I know Draymond had some comments, and most of those comments should have been reserved for his peers. You know what I'm saying? Durant, Curry, Bron, everybody who's participated, especially in the last 2 to 3 years, has, you know what I'm saying, it's just morphed the game into just something that nobody wants to watch. It's the players' fault, without a doubt, 100%.
100% for you too, Jerry?
Yeah, it's 100%. Y'all know I didn't watch this shit at all. Not one iota. In fact, the last one that I did watch, I was letting y'all know last night, the last one that I watched from beginning to end was whenever Steph laid on the ground and Giannis dunked over him. That's the last one I watched in its entirety. Everything else has been, highlights here or there on ESPN or whatever. But it's the players. You got to start at the top, like you mentioned, LeBron, Steph, KD, Melo was still playing when some of the buffoonery was in there. You made a good point last night when we were talking when you said that Shaq in Phoenix was, doing the dribbles at the top of the key and then shot a three against
Dwight Howard.
That's probably where a lot of this began. You know what I'm saying? Because Shaq he didn't make another All-Star team after that, so he was on his way out. But that goofball stuff, like I had never seen that level of goofball until then. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't doing that type of stuff. He might get a rebound and go coast to coast in a game or an All-Star game, but he wasn't, between the leg, tween, you know what I'm saying, crossover, heads he pull up. He wasn't doing that. When the real OGs were playing, because I kind of look back over some of the rosters, and I was like, man, when you look back, and Penny was at the point, Mike was at the 2, Pippen at the 3, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see that. You saw them try to come out there and compete. Yeah, they put a bunch of points on the board, but it wasn't this goofy.
You just reminded me of something that you say a lot of time. How much is nostalgia versus, you know what I'm saying? Was it ever any good?
There is definitely nostalgia that's involved in a lot of people's hate toward the NBA.
I'm just thinking specifically All-Star game. You think that's some of it?
It does, but to the older generation and the older players' credit, they didn't play as. I mean,
it wasn't 4 quarters of goofery.
Yeah, it wasn't just this entire. You really didn't see a quarter. Now there was some lax play, of course. You know what I'm saying? But then it just got to be at some point. It started. It just didn't happen.
Right.
It just didn't. All of a sudden they came out there. It just been a gradual deterioration of the product in the All-Star weekend. Just a gradual deterioration.
The whole weekend, and not just the game either.
And then of course the shift of how the game is played with 3-point shooting.
3-pointers, it just got worse.
Of course now everybody wants to shoot a million threes, even in regular NBA games, and so. It got.
Because to me, the slam dunk is crucial to it too. It gives you the mindset that the stars no longer participate. It tells you about the apathy of the stars towards the game, the weekend itself.
They should have got rid of dunk contest a long time ago.
No, I don't agree with that.
I just think the stars need to get back to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you look at some of the dunks the white boy did, McGlung. They were good dunks.
They were good dunks.
He did some good dunks, but how much better would that be if that had been Ant?
Right.
Doing those dunks. You know what I'm saying? To me, the star power is what always made the dunk contest the dunk contest.
True.
The best players did it.
Right.
And that's what made it really special. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so much that all those dunks were terrific.
Yeah, but at what point, though, did they start allowing more than just the All-Stars to compete in the dunk contest?
With McClung as the first one.
No. It started before that.
It started way before that.
It started before that.
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon went All-Stars. If you go back, Harold Miner was not an All-Star. Was Spud Webb an All-Star?
No, hold on. I was thinking NBA player. That's my.
Oh, okay. You saying non-NBA dude? Right. Okay,
no, but it's always had
NBA
cats that weren't always.
Yeah. But the stars were always there, though. You know what I'm saying? That most of the time, you know, the best dunkers who were stars competed. So when did that start? Where they didn't even care about doing it? Is it the money? Is it just too big?
What people want to do is blame LeBron because he didn't.
We ain't even brought up his name.
Nah, but I'm just saying. And so here's what I'm gonna say. You know, when I look back at it, you know, he was the biggest name. He should have competed at least once.
At least once.
Especially after you get on the mic and said that you were that you were putting your name in the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Especially at 40 and when you dunked on the boy the other night.
But here's what I say against it, just putting it all at LeBron's feet. There have been plenty of stars who have not competed. And you just mean to tell me everybody just follow the leader? Is that's what they do?
That's what
it seems to be.
It just made it
the leader of the league sets the tone. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the dunk contest, it just kind of put a stain on it as far as, if
he ain't got to do it, I ain't got to. Why would I do it?
I don't have to make my mark in this too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, when you had you had Dr. J, of course.
Right.
And once you had Mike win it and Dr. Neat win it, and the battles that you were having, you had those top tier players in it, and that was a part of your NBA
legacy. It was part of your legacy, and it meant something to them to win it. You know what I'm saying?
But again, what I'm saying, what I'm speaking out against is just this whole, let's blame LeBron for not. He's the reason why the dunk contest has deteriorated. He may be, he was one of the first ones to not participate at that elite level on the wings. But you've had plenty of people not participate in the dunk contest. So it's just the dunk contest has kind of deteriorated from an aspect of there's not a lot more that they can do. What else can they do? They're going to take off from the half court line.
That's the thing to me.
They're going to take off from the 3-point line.
That's my point, though.
There's really not a lot to do.
If you get Ant to do any of it, it still would mean more. It would look better. People would enjoy it more if Ant was doing it. If stars are doing it.
So you saying Ant ain't doing it because LeBron didn't do it?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with LeBron to me. That's why I didn't bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, we
was going to touch this subject when they talked about the All-Star game.
Oh yeah, the All-Star game, but the dunk contest itself.
Well, the All-Star, all of it is
the weekend.
All the entire event is being glommed into one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So for me, I just think some of these young dudes, why not? I guess the branding part of it now, they don't feel they need it. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a thing where you could put yourself out there, get you a shoe deal or whatever if you want. That stuff, they don't need it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think that's to me, that's a part of it.
That's a part of it.
They don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot take away the money, the type of money that they're getting now.
Right. You can't, ain't nothing you can do to improve it by winning a dunk contest.
Exactly.
That's a part of it, but
so they were
cowardice. To me,
that's part of it too.
Cowardice is a part of it too. Yeah,
losing, not wanting to lose is part of it.
I don't agree with that. I do. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with
the fact that they think it might hurt their brand to lose to a Mac McClung.
It's just like, it's just like YouTube highlight.
Right.
I call it like the YouTube highlight syndrome, where you can have a situation where a cat's not going to play as hard or play D as hard because they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be on the ESPN highlight reel. In certain situations, that's a lot of these cats think like that. Like, I don't want to be a meme, and that type of stuff. When you looking at the All-Star game, it's hard for me to fathom the fear of losing a freaking contest when this ain't the game. This is, what I'm saying, this is separate from balling. Like, why are you taking yourself so serious that you don't want to be? You don't want to lose in this genre of the game. It's it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, to me, it feels like the NBA is a league of non-competitive spirit until the playoffs. And I'm not saying that it is non-existent in any game. I've seen some good NBA games here where it was good and competitive. But consistent competitive spirit during the season, it's like it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't become consistent until the playoffs. And again, we can go to the nostalgia. I know you're going to bring the nostalgia up.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I know you're
already arguing about this.
Right.
You can't there are more games on TV, so of course you get to see every dribble, every game. You can't tell me that if you go back and watch some of them games, Bulls versus Minnesota or Milwaukee, that those games were good. They were some ass games.
But
we just didn't get to watch all of them.
Like they gave a fuck though, G.
We didn't get to see. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's 24-hour sports real. I like real. That just wasn't the case. And y'all talking about the competition. I see these guys competing. Now, the defense.
That's why I use the word consistent.
Of course, there are going to be some games where it's inconsistent. Of course, there are going to be some trash games. They playing 82 games.
They've been playing 82 games.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's always happened. You telling me every game in the 80s and 90s.
No, what I'm saying, that to me, that's part of the consistency.
You can't honestly say that.
No, I can't. But what I can say is that's part of the consistency to me that a lot of them dudes tried to play to all 82, though. You know what I'm saying? And cared about playing 82. It was a thing of pride to play all the damn games.
That, and for me, the systematic aspect of the game is what sickens me to no end. It's systematic. They come out, everybody's out trying to play 4 and 5 out. Everybody ain't got 4 and 5 personnel on their team, but everybody's trying to play 4 and 5 out because the fear of if this team is hitting threes, we're gonna have to match threes. I said it a couple of shows ago. If you're watching a game and a team makes a three, 99.5% of the time, that team is gonna come and try to match that three. If it ain't a quick outlet for a layup because somebody's snowbirding, that they're gonna try to match that three ball. And to me, that systematic aspect of it, and we get a drive and everybody shift, and all of a sudden the corner man is left open. Why are you leaving why is every NBA game for professionals? Why is every game I'm seeing the corner man left? Why?
Because the natural tendency for a player is to protect the paint. So you're always going to
Why would it be to protect the paint in today's game? Why would your natural?
Because you don't want to give up a layup.
Why would your
you don't want to give? So you're saying that there ain't no
game
because it's paint points and it's threes. That's what today's game is. Because the floor is so spread open, the lane is left unguarded a lot of times, or not heavily as guarded as it used to be. So any natural instinct, you are going to sink. When a player is driving, you're going to sink. That's just the bottom line, Jared. Unless you got Steph Curry, some of these people that you can't leave unguarded, most of the time people are going to sink. They're going to sink.
So back to the All-Star, how do you fix it? Is it salvageable at this point? Can it be saved?
It can only be saved if the players decide that it's going to be saved. If they decide that's it. I mean, it's really just the effort level. You know what I'm saying? And the goofiness that they put in the game. You know what I'm saying? Throwing alley-oops from half court, shooting half court threes early in the game. I can see
that
it
used to
get
be
hot.
the only complaint at first, because you used to when it started shifting to this shit. Excuse me. You had a bunch of attempted lobs. I remember that becoming aggravating right before it turned into...
That's where it started morphing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of alley-oops.
Got to where we
and then it got to be a dunk contest.
Right.
And then it got to
everybody moving out of the way for him to dunk the ball.
Those are the behaviors that have led to the game being so silly.
It's going to take...
people moving out the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then one dribble, and then they let them blow past, and they just sit there.
It's going to take...
And then snowbird down the court.
Because I was looking at the interview, I was reading the interview from Kareem. He was like, we had some pride in it. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to show you I was better than you.
The East
it don't seem like you have that now.
They don't care.
Right. I wanted to show Wilt or whoever I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that now when I'm watching it. It's like, exactly. I even felt that with Kobe. He wanted to show you, I'm the best player on this court. I'm better than all y'all.
You had those situations. You had conference pride in your conference.
Right.
So we beat y'all last year. We're going to beat y'all again.
Right.
We're going to never let y'all win it. Depending on which conference had the best player or the former MVP, y'all not going to get it.
And that's hard when they move the way they do now.
Right. A lot of
they stayed on teams, right?
A lot of that shit was homegrown animosity. You know what I'm saying? Where the players today, they grow up playing together, so they know each other and they have relationships and it's social media.
And they know tomorrow I could be in the East or
there's no animosity or you know what I'm saying, like envy amongst the players.
Yeah, so because there's no rivalries in the sport.
So is that a big part of it though? The way the players can just move about now. You know what I'm saying? Is that they're not stuck like a Magic and a Jordan where you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
In the West.
Right, you on the Bulls. You're a Chicago Bull. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your outcome on the Bulls is your outcome.
There is a lot at play. It's not just any one thing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the players have a big control, a big piece of the pie to control the narrative and to control how the game is played. But there are underlying things that have changed that makes it easier for them to be less interested and less, you know what I'm saying, like you said, less loyal to the, you know what I'm saying, the competitive spirit of the game because of the money, the brand, like you speak.
All y'all got $100 million.
Right, everybody got $100 million.
Everybody got $100 million.
During the All-Star weekend, they doing 100 different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They doing a lot of different things for their endorsements of the people that's paying them money. They got NBA got a lot of events going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it's poor stewardship. Like I can't understand.
I agree with that.
How because you got to consider the All-Star players, the 24 players in the All-Star game. You got to consider them somewhat your ambassadors of the game. These are the people that are supposed to take on the responsibility of fan-player relationship, player ownership relationship.
What about your boy saying he don't want no part of that? Being the face.
Edwards. Listen,
That should have been the trash. This is the trash subject of the day.
Listen.
Trash can.
He didn't want to say he don't want no part
I
of
use
it.
the words don't care because he didn't play, right?
He didn't play.
He didn't play 1 minute.
Hold on now, because we just gonna insert this one in here. We can discuss the two. Y'all, you gave so much shit to LeBron for sitting out. You said nothing about it.
Okay, now
Nothing.
Right.
Even on this comment.
Let me tell you why.
All week.
Let me tell you why. I didn't watch it. I didn't know he didn't play. I didn't even catch up to the story of Ant Edwards until
Even in the group, I told you he didn't play.
No. You.
I mentioned.
No.
I said you don't have no heat for Anthony Edwards.
That's all you mentioned. You didn't even mention what he did. I just told you I didn't care.
In the context of what we was talking about.
Listen what I'm saying. I didn't know he did. I did not know he didn't play because I didn't watch it.
That's your
so
fault.
You said
you are a podcaster now.
I got y'all to. I got y'all to the.
No bullshit.
I got y'all to
bullshit. That's just like saying I didn't watch the playoff game because I wasn't interested. Because the Cowboys was playing.
So this is the point I was making.
This
is the point I was making on Ant. Before I knew what went on, this was the point I was making. I wasn't gonna get into the debate of trying to compare the importance of whatever Ant did to what LeBron did. I just use the words poor stewardship, poor ambassadorship. That's all the way with LeBron. That's, first of all, he flew in late. This ain't even, then I just read that, I just heard that this wasn't even the first time he did that, where he only flies in to right before the All-Star game. So he's basically like, forget all that other stuff. I'm going to do whatever I need to do or do whatever I want to do, and I'm just going to show up for the game.
Now, let me give his comments so we can get it all correct here. What he said was, I'm capable of being that guy, but I don't want to be that guy. Put it like that. I want to be the guy that just show up and hoop and just kill dudes and go home. He said they have Wemby for that.
Wow. Well, I can't believe it now. I couldn't believe it when I heard it the other day. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? You have the world looking at you as one of the best players, but you're telling the world that you don't want no parts of being the face of the league. That comes with it, man.
So is he following KD's lead on that?
The better you.
That's basically what KD did. That's pretty much what KD says. KD pretty much says the same thing. I just want to hoop and be the best I can be at my craft. That's basically always what he says.
He denied leadership of a team. He didn't deny his responsibilities to the league.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
no, he did.
He shirked them. When have you ever seen KD be the face of the league? He was never that.
He's one of the faces. He ain't never been.
No,
he's one.
It
of
was
the faces
LeBron.
Of the league.
It was Kobe. It was LeBron, and it was Steph.
KD has been an ambassador of the league, dog. What are you talking about? He's one of the best players.
He is one of the best players, but the face of the league is something different.
So tell me something. Tell me what being the face of the league has meant, and that KD didn't do. Come on now.
I mean,
doing the same. Whatever Bron was doing, Curry was doing, Kobe was doing. KD has done the same things.
Like what? How was KD the face of the league?
That's what I just asked you, dog.
I really can't define face of the league, but you know it when you see it. You know it when you see it. You know what I'm saying? There's really not a.
It's LeBron and Steph.
It's been them. KD has not been that.
They're the face of the league. LeBron
KD has not been that.
It's what they are. Now, has he been one of the best players in this generation? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the face, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's been Steph and LeBron.
Jokic one of the best players. He's not the face of the league.
Right.
The best.
Might be the best player.
The best player. I've got to give it to him.
Maybe Ant Edwards just needs to get heavy with the PR person, because if you want to deny that title or say that's not your thing right now, then you can say, I'm just getting my feet wet.
Right, or just don't say anything.
That can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't put that on me right now.
Right, it's not up to me.
I ain't won the championship yet.
Don't say it's not up to me.
Don't just say I
because really,
I'm not on that level yet.
Right.
Say I don't want no parts of it, and then to not play
and those were the exact same words.
And push it on somebody else.
Those were the exact same words KD was saying. I just want to hoop. That's what everybody say about KD. He just want to show up and hoop.
To not play 1 minute and you not injured or anything like that, man, that's That's too much. Like David Stern would not be hearing that shit there.
And don't get me wrong, I don't even begrudge KD. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, it's people like that in the world. It's people like that in the jobs that we're on. That's just want to come, do the job that I got to do and go home. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though. He hasn't been the face of the league.
Now on LeBron's move, completely selfish. Like, you knew.
I've gone back and forth on that
This
one.
brother, listen, he has had them list him with a hurt foot the whole season, right? In fact, I think he's been listed with a hurt foot ever since he said he hurt his foot in the finals years ago. So ever since then, he's listed the whole season as I got a hurt foot.
Could it be chronic though?
So, man, whatever. Did you see him last night dancing and shit before the game? All on his
that don't mean it wasn't hurt.
Come on, man. Okay, all right.
I mean, do you got proof?
Okay.
Do you got proof that he's not hurt?
Yes.
What
because
proof?
I'm about to tell you. My proof that there was nothing wrong with this dude is the fact that he showed up right before the game, right? Hold on. With him showing up right before the game, if he knew he wasn't going to play, because it ain't like he came in, went to go see a trainer and all of that, and then the trainer, he was like, oh, man, my foot. No. He knew before that plane landed. He knew before that plane took off that he was not going to
Right. Let me ask you this. That was the same day. Let me ask you this. Is Chris Broussard a LeBron apologist? Would you consider him a LeBron apologist?
Yep.
I wouldn't.
Yep.
Man, please.
He criticizes LeBron.
He criticizes LeBron all the time.
He has lightened up a little bit since he's been with Clutch, for sure.
He criticizes LeBron.
He criticized LeBron all the time. He said, and of course I ain't gonna bring up what Nick Wright said, but they both agreed that per the reports and what they were hearing, LeBron was trying to see if his foot was gonna feel better that day before he decided to play. I don't know how true that is. That's just what the report they said on their show, their national publicized show. So all I'm saying is,
because he been flying it.
All I'm saying is the dude has played 20 straight NBA All-Star games. He's fucking 40.
I don't have a problem with him not playing. I don't care about him not playing.
And then for the people to be like,
I wish somebody could have got the spot.
That's important.
But I don't have a problem with him not playing.
If he was trying to,
right? But if he's straight, that's true.
If that's true, and he was saying,
I'm trying to play,
see if I can play, and now I'm waking up and I ain't gonna be able to play, or it wouldn't be in my best interest to play.
Now the only thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, where you trying to seem like you was trying to separate yourself with, put the damn jersey on for the picture, bro. Put the goddamn jersey on, bro. You part of the damn team. You're not separate from this team. Put the damn jersey on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That part can be construed. I heard one dude say it's like you wanted to separate yourself from this format because you thought it was going to be bullshit and you didn't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm separate from
all
this.
Of that.
This
all
not
of
me.
That plays into this.
Now, put the damn jersey on, bro. You're an all-star just like everybody else. Wear the
was
damn
a part
jersey.
of the format. You know what I'm saying? He knew what the format was.
But why you can't just, why is it above you? Why is it above you to put the jersey on?
They announced the format.
I bet they don't do it.
But why is it above you to put the jersey on like everybody else?
I don't know.
Like, put the damn jersey on, dog. Damn, you just like everybody else. You want to be seen like everybody else.
All this crying for Norman Powell. Y'all can miss me with
Norman Powell. I ain't even said no name.
No, it was some back and forth banter with this dude and Leonard and somebody else.
He should have given the spot to somebody, dog.
Man, stop it.
Like I said, I don't know the truth, so I can't speak on whether he was trying to play or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was. I don't know.
I can see if this was an ongoing thing that he's done this before.
This first one in 20 years that he missed.
He fucking 40.
I got to give him the benefit of the doubt after 20 years.
You will wake up out the bed and your back just hurt for no reason.
Right. And I know
Matter of fact, the last time we was in here, you was talking about your back was hurting. And it was gas. He might have had gas in his foot.
Did y'all see, if y'all saw the not the highlights, but if y'all saw the post of that clown doing all the dancing after he was making hook shots in the warm-ups and getting all up on his toes, and he's just throwing a middle finger up to the league, man. That's all he's doing. That's Bron. Y'all don't look at you.
If there's nothing Bron can or can't do that you won't criticize.
You don't look at the dude as petty. So
let's jump into our Mount Rushmore series.
But before we do it, Adam Silver, keep tweaking, bro. Keep working at it, bro. This wasn't quite it. You know what I'm saying? but keep working at it is my thing. Keep trying.
I think
They're not
you know what I'm
gonna
saying,
do
having all them damn stops and
Oh, they won't do this.
skits and shit.
They won't do this.
Stop all that shit.
Yeah,
They gonna go back.
the
they
whole
gonna
Kevin
go
Hart
up
shit
and
was
down.
whack
I
as
think they
fuck.
could
dog.
go-
That shit was lame as fuck. The whole Kevin Hart shit.
They could
could've
probably
kept-
go to. They could probably
They gonna
go
go back
to.
to-
They could probably go to 28 NBA All Stars instead of 24. 7 players, 4 different teams, and do like a little round robin tournament.
You think they need to add more spots?
Yeah,
Why?
they got more teams. They've had 24 NBA All Stars when it was a 20 or 24 team league. It's 30 teams now.
Right.
So you think it should be
28.
28? 2 more players.
28.
That ain't bad. That's not bad.
I think that's gonna make
That's 4 more players.
I think that's gonna make it more clown show.
Because we are I
Not
think
if
you
they
might
did
get
it
some
this way.
players. I think you might get some players who
Not
actually
if
want
they
to be
did it
there.
this way. They
You know what I'm
did
saying?
right. We do we do the OGs again. You do the global stars.
And I'm with that. But my thing is, why not before ask which of y'all dudes really want to play today? Let the starters start, then sit their ass down. If you're a veteran like Bron or KD, and I ain't really trying to get no effort,
play, man.
This is the
I would rather watch Trey, who y'all love. I would rather watch the other dudes play real basketball than watch LeBron and them goof. I'm sorry, I don't want to see LeBron and them goofing. I'm sorry, that's not basketball. I don't want to watch that.
If you want to kill the goof, this is the only way to do it. You got to do the world versus the USA.
It ain't. But how
you know you're gonna always have enough world people
Right.
to be on the All-Star?
So you just gonna put people on the All-Star game that didn't deserve an All-Star spot?
Nah, I ain't
don't
with that.
agree
either.
with that.
I don't want to do that either.
You just got to do all world. You got to do world against the U.S. players. That's the only way to do it.
But then you basically saying we gonna just make it enough world people,
Right.
even if they don't deserve to be there.
enough. What do you mean?
What if in that year they had a bad year and they shouldn't be there?
Right.
Then what? You just gonna put them on there anyway?
Just gonna put Bogey on there just because you're gonna put Yusuf Nurkic on there?
Right.
Just because?
That's why you can.
Nikola,
Just like the bullshit with the Big Ten, SEC trying to get these damn spots secured. But we'll talk about that another day.
I'd rather do that and have lower tier players in the All-Star game versus the crap that we watching now. I just want to see.
Well,
I want to see.
If you had to watch the game, you would have saw some competition.
Yeah, the first game was pretty good.
It was the first.
They was
games
trying.
pretty
They was
good.
trying.
The last game was
Shout out to Wemby for playing hard as hell the whole night.
We'll get into Wemby later.
But we'll get into him in a minute.
Mount Rushmore.
Now, of course, y'all, we're doing our series on NBA positions, the Mount Rushmore of every position. Today, it's the big fellas.
We did the power forwards.
We did the power forwards the first time. Now it's the centers. I think this list probably going to be pretty similar. That's just my thought, but we shall see.
There you go.
Greg, who you got, bro? Your Mount Rushmore center.
Mount Rushmore center. Of course, we got to have, and shout out.
And let's make it interesting. Put them in order.
Put them,
From best to worst. Let's add a little something to it. Hell yeah. Because it might be so similar, that might be the only difference.
Let's go back and let's go to our power forwards.
Okay.
Rank them. Right?
Put them in order.
We had our power forwards. So just to remind the people, we had Karl Malone, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, say it in order now.
Tim Duncan.
No, hey.
Tim Duncan.
Don't disrespect the Spurs.
Charles Barkley and Kevin Garnett. I think that was the consensus. I think we may have had a little back and forth
about Barkley.
He put Giannis over Barkley.
I put Giannis over Barkley.
Yeah, but
blasphemous
as hell.
Blasphemous my ass.
Blasphemous as hell. So Giannis.
But I said I was projecting.
On our page, we will put up the 4, and you guys can comment.
I did. I said I was projecting.
You guys can comment on who you believe should be on the Mount Rushmore.
Hold on, who you said?
We had
Timmy,
Carl, Barkley, and KG.
Okay, yeah.
Giannis.
This nigga said Giannis over Barkley.
He's 4, Barkley's 5.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
I said I'm projecting going forward what I think's gonna happen.
Well, and you did make a good point because you got to include defense, and Barkley was notoriously bad at defense.
Right.
But anyway, not really. But
my thing is, when you get to these conversations, everybody say fuck defense. That shit kills the fuck out of me. Fuck defense. It don't matter.
Because that's why KG is in it. His offensive game and his defensive game.
Right. So
for me,
why not the same thing for Giannis?
You got to back up on the
Giannis's game for me.
You have to back up on the Barkley was notoriously bad.
He was bad. He was bad.
Barkley was willing. Because Barkley jumped out there.
I don't give a damn about Willing. He was bad.
Listen,
Hell,
listen.
Luka Willing now he's still terrible.
Let me tell you a story about Barkley. I work.
Kyrie and Luka is bad.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Kyrie is not a bad defender. Kyrie get a bad rap. He is not a bad defender.
Lord
Stop it. All right, I'm gonna
Red.
tell y'all a story about. I worked at this restaurant when I was in high school. This white guy who was coming out of he was in a work release program. He was from Leeds. He went to school with Charles Barkley. He said Charles Barkley was willing to fight, but he always got his ass whooped. So just because he was willing to play defense, don't mean that he was a good defender.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. But that's a story I heard.
Just for the record.
That was a story I heard. Sorry, Barkley.
I can see
but
that.
they said you used to get your ass whooped in
Giannis
high
averaged
school all
more
the time.
points, 0.3 less rebounds.
We getting
more
off subject,
blocks.
man. Let's get to
Better everything.
Let's get to why we're here.
I'm just saying.
Let's get to why we're here.
No,
We're gonna post it.
Don't tell me.
We're gonna post it on the page.
More championships.
And we'll
more
let you
first
guys
team
decide.
all NBAs.
We'll let you guys decide is our Mount Rushmore
So it's
right
not crazy.
or
people.
wrong.
Is what I'm saying. It's not crazy.
Giannis he's getting
More MVPs.
Skill, ability.
right.
Oh, geez.
If he don't win another championship, I'm not gonna put him up there. He got to win another championship.
you
Just
taking
to be in the
so
conversation.
you giving Giannis the Emmett treatment then. But we'll get to that in a later show. Giving my boy the Emmett treatment. But go ahead, Greg, with your centers, bro.
On that, I'm a sip. So let's go with Kareem. Of course, Cap got to be number one. You're talking about pure domination. You got to go with Wilt. Another pure dominant force of nature, Shaq.
Okay.
And then
Shaq,
fourth, Hakeem Olajuwon. My favorite center of all time. If I had to pick a center for my team, I'm going with Hakeem. The dream. Defense, offense, spectacular offense. Spectacular. One of the greatest you've ever seen with the skill set of jump shots, hook shots, up and under moves, and will block the shit out your shot.
Well, to simplify, my list is the same as yours, except switch Shaq and Hakeem. Hakeem is 3 for me. He beat him. I know he was young, but he beat him. He dominated him. He beat him. You know what I'm saying? It was early, but it count.
They on the Mount Rushmore.
I'm going to use the same goddamn thing y'all just used. His skill set is much better. Much better.
But his pure domination.
Yeah.
Pure
I can say the same thing about Giannis. It's just domination.
For y'all boys to have Wilt as the second best center of all time.
Here we go with this.
Here we
go with this shit.
Absolutely.
Here we go with this. America.
Asinine.
America.
Listen, man.
Please take us seriously
Let me tell y'all.
when it comes to sports
Let me
debates.
tell y'all something.
Okay?
Wilt Chamberlain, for him to be the biggest and strongest player of his time and all of that type of stuff.
Shaq too. Shaq biggest, strongest of his time in his generation. Even though
there is,
I'm going to give you these points per game before you finish. 37.6, 38.4, 50.4, 44.8, 36.9, 34.7, 38.9, 30.1, 33.5. So that's just the first 9 years. Go ahead, though.
I don't care what generation you put Wilt in. He was dominating.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. But go ahead with your comment, though.
He might not have scored 100 in a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might not have averaged 50 points.
He would have been dominant, though.
He would have been
whatever dominant stats for centers in that era, he would have had.
He would have been that.
Right, he would have been that.
It would have been that. His athleticism was insane.
If 28 and 12 is what centers was averaging, he was going to do that or more. You can guarantee that shit.
Wilt
was an all-time athlete.
All time.
You talking my language. I know all about his past and his history and the stuff he did in high school. And the stuff
you watched all his games
all
too?
That? No.
Skip
So if you about to tell me he ain't on your list,
every single
I'm not listening to you no more. If you about to say he not on your list, I'm not listening no more.
The man averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds for a season.
Right.
50.
There is a story that says
and never slept.
If he had never lost.
Never slept.
Had he won more titles, he would probably be
number one
or
easily
number one player of all time.
Easily.
I ain't even talking about center.
I mean, easily.
There are players that said that Wilt
He a 2-time champ.
averaged a quadruple double in a season. They just didn't.
So what is you talking about?
Right.
They didn't record blocks and they didn't record.
So let's hear your reasoning for moving. Wilt
Right.
off
Why you moving him down? Why you moving him down the list?
Rushmore.
Or you moving him off the list?
Oh, I just need to give y'all my list. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you taking him off. I'm not listening no more if you taking him off. I'm done listening to your ass if you taking him off.
You're taking us too far around the mountain, bruh. Come on, get to it.
Russell.
This is some bullshit.
Dream.
This is some
I'm
bullshit.
already done.
And Shaq Diesel.
Man, get the hell out of here, man. Get out. I'm done. I'm through listening to your ass. I'm not even listening to your ass no more.
Let me tell y'all
Like I've
something
said
about Wilt.
before with
Listen,
Bill Russell.
If Wilt is still not
Bill
there.
Russell was Ben Wallace.
Right.
Okay, who he was?
Yeah.
He was the best defender the game has ever seen. You know the center that never beat him for a championship? You know who that center is?
I get it, man.
The biggest, strongest player, Paul
Talking about that center, you talking about the history that the myth says we allowed him to score.
Right.
Yeah, that center.
He still was getting 40 on.
Right.
You still was getting scored.
We let him get his, so everybody else wouldn't beat us. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Thank you.
That's part
See,
of the
again,
myth.
we ain't talking about
Mythology.
teams. We talking about
Mythology.
individual
Right.
dominance, dog. We talking about the best centers.
Listen, Shaq saved his
If you were
legacy.
starting a team and you had to start at center and you only had one of the two to pick, you're telling me you're picking Bill Russell over Wilt Chamberlain.
He'd be lying.
You
Lying like a
your ass
motherfucker.
off. You lying your ass
You're going
off.
to take a 6'9" center
6'9"
over Wilt. Get the hell out of here,
You
dog.
had Shaq. The other team got Shaq. And you got a choice between Wilt.
Now, see, I hate to
Bill
denigrate.
Russell.
I don't want to
If the
denigrate
other
Mr. Russell.
team-
I really don't. But you sending me there, dog. He about to send me there, dog.
He almost out my top 10. I give respect for him. But there are other players that
for
are
the chips,
better.
dog. That's all you get, dog.
That's all you get.
Y'all going off.
That's all you get, man.
No, I'm going off 44% shooting in the
going
era
off-
where they were shooting like a motherfucker.
And he's
He's shooting 44%.
44%
Terrible shooter. Terrible.
at the rim. He
At the rim.
wasn't
Couldn't even make layups.
He was shooting Jay. He was shooting from the elbow. But anyway,
Couldn't even make layups.
that's neither here nor that's.
Listen,
neither
when
here
you
nor
are
there.
a center,
I don't
you
care.
should be averaging your
At least
percentage
50.
should be 55 at
Plus.
the lowest. If you're a 55% shooter at the rim,
Bro, I don't.
you
care.
are a terrible center. That's why I don't like Dwight
at
Howard.
I
But
do.
that's another topic for
43,
another day.
I
42,
do- I
45,
do not
41,
care.
43,
Woo.
43, 43,
I don't care about
41.
his scoring because he was so dominant.
44%?
I don't
Well, we
care
talking about
his
defensive
scoring.
centers then, yeah.
So
I
with
don't care
Giannis,
about
you want to
his-
ignore the defense. With
the skill
Russell,
set.
it's all the
Why
defense.
am I'm not ignoring it.
Man, come on, dog.
This dude PER was 18.9.
Oh, God.
18.9. PER.
Oh, my God.
Player efficiency rating.
Damn.
His defense was the best the game has ever seen.
But he played with all of the All-Stars on his team. All of the better
20
players.
What was his
win shares now, this is
He
ridiculous.
averaged 22 boards a game, or
Bro,
something like that.
his
right?
win shares was
22 boards a game.
163.
Less than Wilt, but it's still less than Wilt.
What do you average, like 16, 17 points a game and 22?
This is
22
crazy. This is a
rebounds?
crazy ass stat for Bill Russell. His win shares was 163.5. Wilt's was 22. Oh shit! Hold on. Wilt's was 247.
Damn.
Kareem 273.
He don't even compare with the people of his. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with it. He don't compare, dog. It ain't even close.
Defensive machine. That's all I care about.
Again,
Now, when you give me the
era,
scenario of Shaq,
in an era where everybody,
if I got to go up against Shaq,
Jerry,
then I
you
want
would be an
Kareem.
all-star in the
I would want
50s.
Kareem.
You would be an all-star right now.
Which is why
A washed-up Jerry Wren would be an all-star
Back then.
back then.
Okay, so why doesn't Wilt have more championships?
He got 2. How many he need?
He need more than 2.
Oh my
The
God.
Bill got 11, and they played.
Now, come on. Now you want to talk about this era, dog. Come on, dog. They had the best team in the era,
There
dog,
was
when it was like
there
8
was-
teams.
there was nobody
It was
his
8 teams, and they
size.
had the best one, dog.
There was
Like,
nobody
come
his
on,
size. I
dog.
don't want to hear it.
Like, stop it,
There's
dog.
nobody his size. He
Stop it, dog.
He got losing. He got losing.
Stop it.
Seasons where he didn't even
Stop
make the
it,
playoffs.
dog.
Come on, man.
You look at these all-time PER lists, your boy ain't even on there.
That man got a season
Bill
where
ain't
they-
even on there
where
nowhere.
They had 33 wins or something crazy like
Respect
that.
to respect to Bill.
the biggest. He the biggest player.
The biggest
on
respect
the
to
court that
Bill.
Can't win. No,
The
dog.
biggest respect to Bill, but this is the people. This is the Mount Rushmore. There's only 4 people who can be on the Mount Rushmore,
And Bill Russell ain't one of them.
Bill Russell ain't one of them top 4.
I'm
dog.
sorry, dog. He not one of them, dog. I'm sorry.
That was a good effort, though, Jerry. We appreciate
That wasn't no damn good effort. That was some bullshit.
We appreciate the competitive.
That was
spirit.
some straight
At least
bullshit.
he competed. At least he competed.
He tried hard. You know what I'm saying? He tried hard. I'm just like,
He compete. At
Now
least he
head-
competed.
now, I'm
He
just
wasn't-
doing head
He
to
wasn't
head.
laying down on
now
the
here go
floor.
the head-to-head stats in the regular
You can
season.
give me Bill. You can give me Bill.
Bill
Russell
Russell
over
look like
all day long.
Look like he even below his average against Wilt. 14.2 against Wilt. Look like Wilt was locking his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see his rebounds versus Wilt. Wilt against him averaged 28.1 rebounds.
28. Oh, he a great defender.
Great defender though, but you can't keep his ass off the board. And Wilt averaged 30 points, 30 points and 28 rebounds.
Great defender.
Great defense. Man, get the hell out of here, dog. I just don't want to hear it, dog.
That's just like folks saying Andre Iguodala locked up LeBron when he was averaging 37 points a game and 14.
And held him
rebounds.
to, let's see, a nice tidy 51% from the field.
That was tighty.
Nice and tidy. But let's see what your boy shot from the
Man went
field.
to the final 6
Let's
times.
see.
Won twice.
33%
That's
for Bill Russell against Wilt
That's
from
why
the
I have
field.
him and Bron in the same.
In 94 career games.
That's why I had him. on the same level.
30%.
30.
30.
A
Again,
lot of shots he shouldn't have took.
championships are a team and organization achievement.
Right.
But you don't win
Unless you fold like LeBron did in against the Mavericks. That's it. If you
Shaq had 3
if you play to your level of what you're supposed to play to, that you played in the entire series, the entire playoffs, if you improve on that, then you're not the reason that the team lost.
Shaq was on a dynastic team, and he also had a 3-peat. Will didn't do that. As big and strong as he is, and the biggest, most
Because his teams were never good enough,
the
dog.
biggest,
Right.
most athletic cat in the league.
Shaq,
Against
okay,
all
man.
these average size
Okay,
players.
okay.
compared to him.
Shaq played against fucking
He had
Bill Russell was big compared to all of them.
right.
So what are we
had-
talking about?
Shaq played against McCullough.
Where's his dynasty? For all his stats and all
Mutombo.
his prowess, where's his dynasty and where are more than those?
When he got to the
He was
team,
the
when
dynasty.
he got to the team with other damn Hall of Famers, he won the same way your boy did.
Okay.
He had a team full of Hall of Famers, so he was winning.
Who had a team for the Hall of Famers?
Your boy.
The Celtics.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Ain't no argument for
fucking
that.
Celtics.
And then when Wilt got that later in his career, he won. What are we talking about? And that was an older Wilt.
One time.
So what if he won 2 chips?
But I'm saying if you're talking later in his career, there's one time he won.
Right, but he won
his
too.
other
He won
title-
one with the
his
Philadelphia
other
Right, with
title
Philadelphia,
was
right.
Philly. His other title.
So
was
he
Philly.
won
When
too.
he had Greer.
Right.
Right.
So another player that could play.
Right. Thank you.
Baller.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ballers when he was on the West Coast too.
He did have ballers, but you know.
Yeah, some ballers.
So like I said, ain't no way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that poll up too. I'm gonna put that poll up on YouTube. Does Bill Russell belong on the Mount Rushmore of centers?
Hell.
I know the answer already, but I want y'all to show him.
Titles.
I want you to show him.
11 of 13 out of 13.
Is he an all-time great, top 75? Sure, I will. I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
But he barely.
it's the championships got him up there. The championships
I'm with
got
Greg.
him
He
up there.
barely in the top 10 if you look at skill level.
I'm sorry.
He barely. Dog. He
That man-
barely in
I'm
there.
just giving him respect. 'Cause-
Respect for the chips.
That man
'cause
played.
give me Akeem all day.
All day, every day.
That man played against
Give me
Bill
a king.
Russell twice in the
David,
finals.
David
If
Robinson
Akeem-
would eat his ass up.
If Akeem Olajuwon was on them Celtics teams, they
Oh,
would
my
have never
God.
lost.
They would have never lost. Never
I'm
lost.
talking about
Ever.
ever. Never
Shaq
lost.
was on them teams.
Never
30
lost.
chips in a row.
30. Every year they played. It wouldn't even been close.
Against Bill Russell in the finals.
You
He
put
had a
Wilt on
gentleman-
them teams.
He was
They
gentlemanly.
win every year.
Every year.
He was gentlemanly swept. against Bill Russell.
So I'm gonna test your.
And then he had.
I'm gonna test how honest you can be right here. If I put Wilt on them teams, how many they win? Be honest.
I'm not sure because
All of them.
I'm not sure.
ALLUM. All of them.
I'm not sure.
Come on, bro. You sure, bro. You know, bro.
Sure.
But let's talk about today's dominant big man, your boy Joker. Putting up numbers that's, dog, it's insane, dog. Some nights I look at his stat line, I'm just like, that shit crazy. Is it just the league now, or is there something he can do to be on this Mount Rushmore?
You got to win more championships.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that the only thing? Because the number's going to be there. They playing 2K basketball out here, so the number's going to be
I don't see how he's still, he would have to
Where
win.
is he now?
He would have to win 4 championships to
Damn, 4?
get to the Mount Rushmore.
Ooh, 4?
Yeah.
Where is he now?
He need 4 and Will ain't, you got Will on there and Will ain't got but
He ain't as dominant as Wilt.
Dream ain't got but 2.
He ain't as dominant as Wilt. I'm sorry. He don't play defense. When you stack him against the other dominant centers, Shaq would eat his ass for lunch. Wilt would eat his ass for lunch.
I just don't understand why you say
Kareem would eat his ass for lunch.
And not surpass.
He not surpassing. He need more championships.
Shit.
He need more championships. He needs a dominant era.
This nigga averaging, I'm rounding up, but 29.7, 12.7. Damn, 10.2 assists. God damn. Shooting 57.6%.
He's one of the best passing big men of all time, but he plays no defense.
Damn, yeah.
He plays no defense. Embiid eats his ass for breakfast when they play. I'm saying you got to go head to head.
And he's shooting 45% from 3.
You put him head to head.
Damn.
You put him head to head. Is he beating Kareem?
No.
Head to head, is he beating Wilt?
No.
Is he beating Shaq?
No.
Yeah.
Is he beating the King?
No.
No.
He would have to do things he just doesn't have to worry about now. You know what I'm saying? He don't really have to play any big man who really
Exactly.
physically imposing.
Exactly.
He's playing in Embiid, and he loses that most of the time.
When he goes up against Embiid, when he plays, he loses.
Right.
And Embiid dominates.
Right.
Man.
We already know what you think about Embiid. Oh, I'm going to look it up because I know it's fact. but I'll give you stats, though. But I'll look it up, though. I know that's fact because I've seen the games.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying he ain't.
Who you rather have, Embiid or Joker?
Here we go. Look it up.
Right now, I would, if Embiid was healthy, I would, if he stayed healthy. But right now, he's just not healthy.
Embiid averages against him 27.6. Neither one of 11.3 rebounds.
I just want to know the record.
The record, head-to-head. Hold on, let me look for the head-to-head record.
I'm telling you, we talking about the Mount Rushmore. He can't crack the round Mount Rushmore unless he have a historic end to his career. Not just the points. He needs championships. You said it. He needs titles. A lot of them. And even then, it's still going to be hard pressed because you have to put him up against these 4. Now, if you got Bill Russell in your 4, then yeah. He surpasses Bill Russell in my eyes.
Right. If you got Russell on there, right.
But he ain't passing them top 4 because he plays no defense. He plays no defense. He's not a good defender.
Okay.
He is not a good defender. He's a great He's a great passer. That's bullshit.
That's different.
He's a great passer. He can shoot the 3. He has good post game. But we seen him in an era where
and just to answer your question,
sometimes you can be dominant defense.
6'2" Embiid. 6 out of 8. So that don't help your argument either.
At all.
At all.
We seen him we saw him recently in the FIBA.
He can't deal with the physically imposing center.
Embiid got the ball and trashed him.
Right.
Embiid didn't even play that long and
that game when the Serbians were winning, they gave the ball to Embiid. He came down and bucketed his ass up.
I bet
bucketed him up.
I bet you Joker was on the floor and Embiid wasn't at the end. I bet you that.
All I know is against any of them centers we talking about, that are
He ain't
physically
win.
imposed. He couldn't deal.
He
That's
ain't-
why I can't put him up. He would have to do a lot for me
He'd have to
too.
do a whole lot.
Because this era allows him to put these numbers up. I'm sorry, that's a bit. Now he's talented. I don't take anything away from
I
him.
give
But
you
the era helps him that there are not that many big men.
There are not.
There ain't nobody for him to deal with for real. AD and AD give them something sometimes.
AD
They don't
kills
win,
him.
but AD kill him. You know what I'm saying? They don't win the game, but AD does work, give him that work though. You know, most of the
I know
time.
I ain't never seen Embiid lead a team to a championship. I know I ain't never seen AD lead a team to a championship. Well,
He caught in a bug. He caught
up in the bubble. The bubble caught him up. He forgot about the bubble.
Who led the team?
AD was the best.
Oh, whatever. What the fuck ever.
Got caught up in the bubble.
What the fuck ever. You all right. AD has never led a team to a championship.
But yeah, man, Joker, yeah, for me, he got to do a lot, bro. It would take a lot for me, for him to get in my.
I don't know about a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm with Greg. He gonna need some chips. He gonna need maybe 3 more, dog.
He needs some chips.
I think 3. I think
I
2 more, I'd have to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
I think he only deserved 2 MVPs. I think that one of them years he got it, Embiid deserved it.
Yeah.
You know, he got his championship, but yeah, he got a lot more. He got a lot more to do.
2 more
to get into Mount Rushmore, I don't know what he can do because I don't care what he does, he will never be better than the 4 I put on my Mount Rushmore.
No, he
Never.
ain't better. Yeah, he definitely
never
ain't
be better than
I
those
agree with you on that.
Yeah, I got it. I had to take Wilt off mine. I can't do it.
Craziness. But let's move on to some somber news for my Spurs.
But we got to take a break first before we
I
do
thought
that.
we were going to take a break after, but okay. Let's go ahead and take a break. Hey, do not forget still, before we take this break, hit that like and subscribe button. Trash Talking with the Old Heads YouTube. We'll be back after this short break.
Yes, sir.